Okay, fight number 10. 75 kg K1 rules, 3 2-minute rounds. Introducing first, fighting out the black corner, representing CFK Gym, Rowan Stephens! Woo!
Fucking people don't get a fucking gist, do they?
Busy, I'm standing on business. See, I tie it through, come fuck up your name. It's a moving night. Blows flying at your head top, so coming with a butcher knife. Ready for the get up, baby. I have a tendency to crash out. Bad gun smoke in the air, making cats out. Never make trouble, but I'm always where the trouble's out. Know my dogs bite, they ain't even got a muscle back. Marsh for them, yo. General and the post like, waiting when he damage the John.
And his opponent, fighting out of the gold corner, representing Legacy Combat Gym, Essien Offiong!
Cat Legend is a wavy guy, you know.
So our 10th bout of the evening, 75 kilos, K1 rules, 3 times 2-minute rounds. We've got Essien from Legacy Combat versus Rowan from CFK Gym. Howard, set this one up for us.
Well, we've got Essien here, the shorter guy in the purple shorts. Got a lot of Muay Thai inter-club experience, 10 contests against Rowan, the taller guy. Both of a similar age. Rowan's 26, Essien's 29. Rowan in the black and red shorts with a height advantage. Let's see if it plays out in this one.
So Rowan, I think his experience has come more from galas. Essien more from interclubs and tournaments.
Yeah, so it's good matchmaking, you know. They both have a little bit of experience, should know what they're doing. They're both looking tremendous shape. Let's see if they, for once, we see their physiques come into play in their strategy. It hasn't so far tonight, mainly because it's, you know, they're not that experienced. But I would think that these guys might be able to show us something. Let's have a look.
The one thing about tournament experience is you turn up, you fight whoever's put in front of you. You haven't got time to strategize.
No, but you see, this is where you're supposed to have a little look around. And I certainly like the way that Rowan started. I like the look of it. He's landed some heavy leg kicks. So the one thing's out of the way. They're getting their distance pretty quick.
Seen Essien hold the leg a few times, you know, obviously from his Muay Thai.
From his Muay Thai, that's right.
He's breaking that habit.
Got to get used to these. He's only allowed to do any clinches even for knee for 5 seconds, and you're not allowed to hold the leg. They both seem to have a fairly good gauge of distance. Rowan's landed some heavy leg kicks earlier on. Good counter from Essien.
And this is what we were looking for in the last fight, wasn't it? A little bit of poise, a little bit of negotiation, a distance.
That's right.
A little bit of thought process behind their work. It's cagey, but they're thinking that, you know, it's information finding. Nice right hand there from Rowan.
Right. See, Essien's poise is pretty good. He's got to throw more shots. Rowan is missing quite a few, but the more you throw, the better your range gets, and your judgment gets. And again,
is that Muay Thai? Is it the slower pace of the Thai?
Yeah, which is a bit over a 3-2s is not too clever. If that's what it is, it might just be that that's his style, and he wants to have a little bit of a look before he opens up. We'll soon see. But he's not countering as well as he should be. He's waiting too long. So either you counter a lot or you attack.
Ooh, nice right hand.
Yeah, good right hand. seemed to have some effect as well. So Essien's rattled Rowan maybe a little bit, maybe.
Essien's getting warned for that holding.
Yeah.
Again, that's habit. That's just habit from his Muay Thai.
Yeah, but you know, you knew what rules he was coming
Yep,
into
yep.
today. So.
So what adjustments can be made in the corner now?
Well, in terms of shots landed, it's hard to pick a winner on that one. Very hard. When it started, Essien opened up with some low kicks, but then Rowan got the better of it with the same technique. And then after that, it's pretty much a miss and match. So whatever the judges fancy, really. It's yet to break out into a real fight. But Essien has got the one thing that worries me, it's a low work rate. It's 3-2s, you got to pick it up.
Yeah, it hasn't caught fire yet, but there's potential for it to, definitely.
Yeah, yeah. You see, again, it should be down to strategy here. You've got guys who, you know, I know what I would be saying to Essien. He's got a decent guard, get in there. You know, a bit of side-to-side movement, get in there. You know, in and out. To Rowan, I'd be saying, well, use the straight shots, keep him at length. It's K1. When he comes in, throw that right knee straight through the middle and throw it hard. You know, get your distance, be patient, keep your guard tight, and that will work for you. And so both corners should have a lot to say, and let's see what the fighters do.
Essien come out in southpaw in this round. We've had a lot of this southpaw versus orthodox clashes. Back to orthodox now.
But people keep changing. But, you know, it's got to be a reason when you change. See, Rowan threw a decent front kick there, and that's what he's supposed to do, and he's a taller man.
I'd like to see some phase twos.
Yeah.
You know, move with the first shot. You
That's
get their
right.
attention with the first shot.
That's right.
Opens up an opportunity for a phase two. This is a front kick.
Yeah. Front scissor kick. So
It's an old but gold technique there.
Oldie but goldie. So the thing is, he's clinched there for the knee, but this is K1, not allowed to hold. See, why is Rowan creeping forward? Essien standing there with his arms wide apart as if he's fighting a full Muay Thai contest. Slam that front kick straight through. You got 3 kicks. Throw a hard one. He's not defending against it. You know, creep close, wham, front kick. Creep close, wham, front kick. Why get involved in the exchanges when you don't need to? And you can land power shots without any
Nice right
risk.
hand over the top. That got Rowan's attention. But
Yeah.
it seems to be one and done from all of them. One shot.
But that's it, you see.
One shot.
Exactly, no combinations. If Rowan's moving into range that way and not throwing, then Essien's going to do that. Thank you very much. There you go.
But it very much seems to be they're either boxing or they're kicking.
Yeah, there's no blend. That takes a while to come, and it will. It's just, you know, it's just experience. But again, they can put these things right in the gym. There you go. That's the technique. It's all day long for him there. Why change? He's used 3 techniques in a row then, which were right for him. You know, he used the push front kick, he used the lead, low kick, you know, and then he used the side kick. So he's a taller man. That's what you got to be doing.
Would you be confident in either corner now that you're doing enough?
If I see, either one by change of strategy could gain the upper hand here. So the corner work's going to be important. With Essien, I'm not impressed with his work rate. I'll be honest. Too much posing over 3-2s for me. You gotta, you know, get in there and let loose. You know, I'd be thinking, if Rowan wants to come in and exchange with me, I'm the shorter guy.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Let's go for
Well,
that.
he's caught Rowan with a couple of meaningful overhand rights,
Yes,
but you've got to build on that, though, hasn't
Yeah,
it?
exactly.
Maybe a body attack on top of that. Overhand right, go to the
right.
body, then back up to the head.
But you see, as you said, there's no blend. So they're either punching or kicking. So with Essien now, if your taller man wants to exchange, well, thanks, let's go with that. Let's have all of my hands, head and body, and low kick to finish. It's simple. And I'll unload so you can't counter. It's not hard. You know, it's combinations, that's it. And with Rowan, keep him at bay. You got 3 shots lined up all day long if you keep your distance. Hard front kicks to the body, and then whatever you fancy after that.
So if Essien stays true to his Muay Thai roots, so we're going to see a blistering last round now.
Yes, that's what's supposed to happen. His corner's just said, go to work, S. And he certainly is.
We want to see the legs on the end of those boxing combinations.
Exactly, but that's what will stop Rowan from countering. If you only punch, then it allows the other guy to counter kick. You know, they'll finish the combination. They take over your start, and that's what you don't want. The third round, guys. You got to get in there.
He started that round really promising, didn't he, Essien? And
Yes, he did.
he seems to have reverted back to form now.
Yeah. He's got to do more. Both of them have got to do more. It's in the lap of the judges, so let's take it out of their hands and let's clinch the win with what we do. That's a good combination. Both of them are quite laboured now, but that was a fast kick.
I'd like to see a few more setups as well. Like, it's just a single punch from conception to target. There's no real thought about how you're going to get it there, application of the technique.
Exactly that. You know, hit and hope. But I don't see that changing. They're both going to be doing that now because they're thinking, well, am I behind? So both fighters will be thinking, what do I need to do? And they both are thinking, I'm going to land a big heavy one.
Very, very little use of the knee in this contest as well, I thought.
Yeah, very little. See, Essien's very muscle bound there, and you know that's probably why his work rate is so low. You know, it takes a lot of oxygen to feed those muscles. So in your training, when you're built like that, you've got to train that way. You know, everything's combinations, mixed combinations.
360.
I mean, 360 flashy. You know, again, more hope than application. Good knees from Rowan. Not allowed to hold for that long though. It's over. And again, another tough one for the judges, Neil.
Yeah, real tough.
Yeah.
But I think when you get when they watch this back, they're going to feel like they could have done a little bit more, both sides. So whoever doesn't get the nod here today.
Exactly. Blame themselves.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that's, you know, it's so annoying when you see it and it's so clear. Why didn't the corner see it?
Neither fighter looks tired.
Of a feeling, and this will be the third time, and I'll be wrong if I say it, that they'll lean towards, the judges will lean towards Rowan. He had a good start, and Essien missed a lot, and he seemed a little fatigued in the third round.
Yeah.
You know, raised his head.
Lost his footing a few times in that third round as well, didn't he?
Yeah. Raising the head and taking those big deep breaths is not a good sign. You know, things he'll learn to mask as he gets more experience.
Split.
Have a winner. And he is fighting out of the black corner.
Well, it's went the way that I thought it might do for once. So the judges saw it the same way. Essien will kick himself. He really will, just as what you just said, Neil. It's what didn't I do? It's not what the other guy did, what didn't I do? And that's a lesson that you've got to learn.